All right, welcome back to Fuck, Fight, or Go for Your Gun with Hoop Gibson and Shirley Temple.
Actually, this is X-Men Legends 2 Rise of Apocalypse, and we're still stuck in the Cersei caves.
Yep, we certainly are.
It's like the world's worst version of Legends of the Hidden Temple. It's Terminix. Oh god, Legends of the Hidden Temple.
That was a fun show. I like that one.
For those not familiar, Legends of the Hidden Temple was a mid-90s game show on Nickelodeon. And it has to do with history, and there was the show centered on one artifact. And these two teams, well, first they had to do the face-off. They have all the teams. Let's see if I remember the names. There was...
The short of it is it was an obstacle course show.
Yeah, it was an obstacle. I'm trying to do this elaborate explanation. And he knows when my brain is farting.
It was a good show. I mean, the important thing, the part that everybody wanted to see was them going through the temple at the end.
Oh, yes.
And that was a lot of fun.
And yes, you had the little mini games at the beginning to see who gets your pendant to life.
It was one of those shows where you're watching the kids going through it and thinking, God, you fuckers are so dumb.
The Shrine of the Silver Monkey only has 3 pieces.
I know. How can you fuck that up?
Queen's Lair. Okay.
I mean, I guess, nerves, your fucking kid on TV. Maybe that's it, but...
And they always tried to... There was one room where you had to recite lines in order to say the password, and they would try to recite the lines with the mouthpiece in. So it'd be like, no, take it out and then talk.
I remember when Spoonie did his review of Nightmare. It reminded me a lot of Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Ah, you do have a...
Zealot
Yeah, the British TV show.
He knew that followers of Magneto would attempt to enter Genosha through these caves.
Oh, it's Zealot. Well, his minions,
He is the
anyway.
one true leader of Genosha, and he will depose the interloper.
Ah, the one
Magneto,
true.
and claim the throne of this island for his own. We are the minions of Zealot.
Did Zealot name himself?
I bet he did. He sounds like a guy who would name himself.
Zealot.
I feel like me starting to calling myself heretic.
Well, they weren't too hard. But no, the reason I bring up Legends of the Hidden Temple is my brother Casey was obsessed with that show. Like, he'd have the Lego microphone and pretend he was Kurt Vog.
Oh, that was... Yeah, you're telling me about that.
So, any time he was on, he would just park his butt right in front of the TV and watch the show. And I liked it because it had to do with, historical artifacts. And you actually learned something. But my team was the Purple Parrots.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, Red Jaguars, Blue Barracudas, Green Monkeys, Orange Iguanas, Purple Parrots, Silver Snakes, and I think I'm missing one, but that's the gist of them. Hey, more bugs.
That's a Cersei Queen.
That's right.
We should take her out, Jarvis.
Yeah, get the Game of Thrones crew after her.
Meanwhile, I'd create Ultron with the voice of
For the voice of...
with the voice of James Spader.
Thank you. I knew it was James. I couldn't think of
I
his name.
blanked for a second there too. I'm a big fan of his.
Yeah.
Well, I could create a bridge, but you know what? I'm too important.
Alright, we found a data disk.
Actually, it's kind of funny. I didn't even think about it.
Very well.
I could have built a bridge with Magneto.
Well, it's nice to have options.
Yeah.
But, one episode there was a contestant. It was the...
Ooh, speaking of which, it's leveling time.
Oh, good. I can do more bullshitting.
Yep.
But, I think it was the Silver Snakes made it to the temple. And one of the contestants was named Casey. And in the beginning, because it's a pair of contestants, and you have to say which one goes in first to talk to Olmec, who is like their little mascot guy. He runs the temple, blah blah blah, and sure enough, the Casey kid goes over. Who's going to go in the first? And he goes, I am. And he goes, Olmec goes, very well, Casey. And my brother lost his shit. He's like, he said Casey. Olmec said Casey. Olmec said Casey. Oh my god, oh my god. He was like 6. Probably younger than that. I don't know why I'm thinking he's 6 from all these stories.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I will remember that till the day I die. He said Casey. He said Casey. Oh my god.
You know what? I think I'm gonna go with precision.
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Nickelodeon had some great game shows in that era.
You know, I was thinking about something the other day. Ooh, radiation.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's handy.
Energy damage taken in... Oh, yeah, that could come...
Turns into, taken into HP and...
Increases physical damage.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, turn him into a pink waffle.
I think we might do that. That's pretty handy. No, I was thinking about this the other day, and it was, I hate Nickelodeon now. I mean, all their shows are fucking retarded. And, I mean, granted, I don't watch a whole lot of Nickelodeon, but I wouldn't because the animation looks like shit. And, their new Ninja Turtles looks fucking horrible.
I saw the pictures, and it's like...
But I was wondering if it was just not a cultural thing, and a generation gap thing. Where, you know, like, I'm certain my parents thought that Nickelodeon was the dumbest fucking thing on earth when I was a kid.
Nostalgia can be a weird thing. Because
I mean, even going back and watching some stuff that I used to watch as a kid is like, it sucks, but I don't think it's nearly as bad as the dumb shit they have on there now.
Yeah, I'm looking at you, Fred.
But I don't know, I was just wondering if maybe it's just because I'm an adult now and...
And tastes change, you know?
Tastes change, I don't know, maybe it's a generational thing where, like, kids these days are into stupider shit because, I don't know, they're stupid. Oh, come on with the angry comments.
Yes. Feed. I mean, feed on your hatred.
My colleague Magneto was even more delusional than I thought. Don't you people realize?
He sounds exactly like a Zealot would sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, Magneto's right here. Come on.
A pity there's no discussing the matter rationally. I'm afraid I'll have to kill you all.
Nice.
Ooh, boss battle.
Nice neck flaps.
Oh.
Ooh.
Alright, well...
Caused a
Oh, except for he runs away. What a coward.
Yeah, it makes the Stooges do all the work. Cause well, you gotta, the original kids game shows, Double Dare. I freaking loved a Double Dare.
I wonder how Double Dare holds up these days. I mean, I haven't seen it since I was a kid, so...
Yeah, me neither, but...
I imagine it's really weird now knowing that the host was so...
Yeah,
grossed out all the time.
Yeah, because the host was Mark Summers.
That's right, Mark. I don't know why I couldn't remember his name.
Well, brain farts. But, yeah, he had severe obsessive-compulsive disorder, and he had to deal with slime and guts and... Well, not guts, but, like gunk and all that stuff.
Guts was another good show.
Guts? Yeah. Maybe that's because I'm talking about Nickelodeon game shows. Is probably why that came to mind, but... And some of the stuff I've heard, like, backstage behind Double Dare is just like, wow, that's crazy.
Still alive, eh? Very surprising. Very surprising indeed.
Are you gonna run away again?
Where do
Probably.
I continue? Don't you see the truth? Magneto is leading you to your destruction.
I'm right here, man.
But don't you see? It doesn't need saving. Once control of Genosha is handed over to me, all mutants will live in peace and prosperity.
So looking like a true zealot.
My, you can be rather thick-headed.
And the Juggernaut, bitch, come on.
Soon you won't be a bother to me or Apocalypse. Farewell, fools.
And he runs away again.
Bet you he does.
Yep.
Yep, makes the Stooges do all the work.
I need more power to do that.
But,
How do I do it?
yeah, apparently instead of Double Dare, it was gross. Sugar that's there's the Queens. Like, a Baked Bean story is probably the most notorious one.
The baked bean story.
In one of their early seasons, I think it was. Oh,
Keep an eye out for Zealot.
yeah. One of the obstacles in the obstacle course
Very
was
well.
a tank
Got it.
full of baked beans.
Affirmative.
But
Beans.
yes, indeed. But apparently this tank
Ooh,
of baked.
cutscene.
What are you doing here,
We'll come back to the
Magneto?
beans.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you be sitting on a throne giving
Oh,
orders?
finally you're gonna talk to
It's
Magneto.
not your style
Yep.
to do any of the dirty work.
Zealot, you have no idea the number of times I wanted to permanently silence your endless prattle during the Genosian Council meetings.
You can't silence me, Magneto.
This reminds me of the
People of
2016
Genosha know
debates.
that I will lead them to a better tomorrow. They are
Yeah,
done
I went
listening
there.
to your
Yes, you did.
poisonous lies.
You? As the leader? The people of Genosha would sooner be ruled over by a chimpanzee.
Exactly like
Face
the
it,
debates.
Zealot. You were barely able to garner enough votes to join the council.
But the number of people faithful to me have grown and become more vocal. They would follow me to the ends of the earth.
One could say that he could shoot someone in Fifth Avenue.
The few misguided Genosians.
All right, that's it for my political jokes. I'm not going any
power
further.
and prestige
Period.
once
Moving on.
you've gained control.
How wrong you are, Magneto.
Blah, blah,
And
blah,
once
blah,
Apocalypse
blah,
has
blah,
found
blah.
what he
Just wait already.
wants, he will hand control of Genosha over to me.
Zealot, don't tell me you're starting to believe your own lies. That can be very dangerous.
You've insulted me for the last time, Magneto.
I just realized everyone in this room is a bad guy with the exception of Iron Man.
Alright, boss battle.
It won't last much longer.
Oh, that's right. Zealot can make shells around him.
Yep. He's kind of a douchebag like that.
Well, you know, he makes the Stooges do all the dirty work.
Well, so am I, in his defense. I'm having the rest of them go up and fight him. And,
That because I lack the power.
oh, yes, you lack the power.
Blah, blah, blah.
Get back here now. Have
Anyway-
Iron Man. take
Anyway,
over
back
for
to
a while.
back to the double.
Oh yeah, baked
story.
beans.
Apparently, this a tank of baked beans, under the hot studio lights, they started to ferment even more.
Oh, that's gross.
So by the time they were done filming with this tank, the smell was so bad they had to have a hazmat team dispose of this tank of baked beans. That's how bad the smell was. But there's more of that and a bunch of other stories, you know, just the cleanup of some of the messes they had to deal with. But the baked bean story is the one I always remember. Wow, you were just giving him the business.
Well, it helps that I can teleport away really quick.
Yeah. But, yeah,
Didn't get him that time.
Guts was another one I watched, and its spin-off, Global Guts.
Very well.
I don't remember Global Guts.
Global Guts came later, because it used to be, because the original seasons were just Americans, and then they did Global Guts where they had athletes all around the world. And right around the time they did Global Guts is right when the Soviet Union broke up.
Oh.
So whenever they had Russian athletes from former Soviet countries, they would say CIS. Because it was like a Council of Independence something. I forgot what it meant.
Oh, basically the in-between government?
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Mostly they were from Ukraine.
I enjoy schemes and deception. She probably knows all about Zealot.
Yeah, it was before the...
Sweet. Time to level.
Again. More time for me to talk random stories. Let's see, there was US, Canada, Mexico, Germany, UK, CIS, and I think that was it. There's maybe a couple other countries, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. But apparently the German athletes were really good. But I remember watching that because they had the aggro crag.
I remember the aggro crag.
Which is basically this giant mountain you had to climb up at the end. You're basically attached to a bungee cord near the top so you don't get hurt. But I remember one part of... Because in order to climb the aggro crag, you have to hit 8 buttons, which they called actuators. And one of the actuators would spray giant chunks of glitter in your face. And I thought, oh, that'd be so cool if I had one of those at a party. But it was always frustrating when they get to the top and it turns out they missed one of the buttons, so they had to go all the way down, find the one they didn't hit, and by the time the other 2 contestants are near the top. And of course the trophy was a piece of the aggro crag. Alright, which one did you forget?
I forgot Deadpool. I'm just gonna give him more regeneration.
Sure, why not? And of course, because there was 3 contestants in...
God damn, it's dark in here.
You're in a cave. There's 3 contestants. It was red, blue, and purple. And I always rooted for purple. And purple usually did the worst.
Get out of here! Apocalypse mined the seawall with bombs. If he detonates them, the entire city will flood.
Oh no.
You got it. Teleporting now.
It's almost like it was dumb of him to build his city underwater.
Where are they, the Netherlands?
Distressing.
Or New Orleans.
Meet with me at the sanctuary, and we can discuss it in greater detail.
Most distressing. Let's see,
Make it so.
I'm trying to think, because I'm trying to think of other Nickelodeon game shows I remember. Because there was Nick Arcade.
Oh, Nick Arcade was good.
Nick Arcade was cool. Because they
used to put the contestants into the video game.
Yeah.
Through the magic of green screen.
Magic of green screen, and it looked...
Or likely blue screen at the time.
It looked tricky as heck. Well, because you could tell when the contestants were struggling with the green screen because they couldn't hit anything.
Yeah.
Merlin, Scotia, and there was somebody else was the villains.
Here. I'm the pilot of this dirigible, and I've loaded it with escaped prisoners from Genosha. The only problem is I can't get it free from the moorings. Thanks. One more thing. Once you're done here, there are many more prisoners still in their cells. Could you free them?
Yeah, you're pushing your luck, pal.
Yeah, we got a lot of other stuff on our checklist.
But I did pick the right person to break these beams. Oh,
yes,
wow.
you did.
It took them 2 hits? That was pretty lame.
Yeah, the moorings are made out of paper. But yeah, Nickelodeon had some great game shows.
You're getting away from me!
I'm trying to think of other ones. There was a couple other ones, but they're not crossing my mind right now.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like I said, I haven't watched Nickelodeon in, since high school. mean, the only reason I know about Fred is because everybody on the internet shits on Fred. And then I see like clips of them talking about Fred, and I'm like, yeah, I can see why people shit on him.
Well, when they do dumb shit like that stupid Ninja Turtles reboot, you know, it's...
I mean, ugh.
They look dumb. I mean, they all look like, they have... Why do they have such big teeth?
They're turtles. They shouldn't have teeth.
Well, that's the funny part. Yeah, it looks like shitty Powderpuff Girls animation.
Yeah, and didn't they learn anything from Powerpuff Girls? But that's Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Because Cartoon Network rebooted Powerpuff Girls in 2016, and apparently that didn't go over very well.
Oh, I can't imagine why.
I saw it, I think it was Rebel Taxi talked about the Powerpuff Girls reboot. And yeah, they had such things as, like, talking about twerking. I'm like, oh dear God, no.
Perhaps you don't know who I am.
Don't. No.
As opposed to the one thing that MTV got right. And that was the Beavis and Butthead reboot.
Yes.
Or I shouldn't say reboot, but...
Because they modernized the formula without straying too far from the original.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't even a reboot. It was almost just like a pickup from the original. It was really good.
Yeah, that was in 2011. MTV brought back another season of Beavis and Butthead. But they did something a little different. Instead of doing straight music videos, because, you know, licensing and copyrights and whatnot, they would...
Ooh, leveling time.
This is becoming a common theme, I've noticed.
Yeah.
They also have the Beavis and Butthead riff over MTV's own shows. Mostly Jersey Shore and 16 and Pregnant.
Which is funny because it was almost like they were getting to poke fun at themselves.
I know.
Or should I say Mike Judge was getting a chance to poke fun at MTV.
Yeah, I still can't hear the phrase breast augmentation without saying it like Butthead in one episode. Because he was making fun of his 16 and Pregnant. He goes, breast augmentation! And I probably giggled for a solid 5 minutes after I heard that. And I don't know why. It's just simple. Simple and fun. Breast augmentation. And there was one music video, I don't remember who the artist was. And they're like, is this Florida?
Oh, that was good, yeah.
And they showed a bunch of scary imagery, and they're like, yep, this is Florida.
I can't remember what song that was either, but yeah, it was something that was popular at the time.
And then they did one, and this one I do remember was My Machines by Battles. And that one the video had a guy falling down an escalator. And, but I think Butthead says, all this needs is some old-timey music. And they go, do as this guy's falling down the escalator. It's just simple stuff like that. It just tickles my funny bone every time.
You know what the funniest part of it is that I remember back when Beavis and Butthead were originally on, and I thought they were alright. I liked them, but Ha! Tearing down statues of me. Yeah, well, you're the one who stooped to building statues of you, so...
Yeah.
Now what was I bitching about?
What? Beavis and Butthead's original.
Oh, yeah. I mean, back in the day, I remotely liked Beavis and Butthead, but I wouldn't say that I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I was more of a King of the Hill fan when it comes to Mike Judge stuff.
King of the Hill is great.
I thought King of the Hill was absolutely fantastic. I wasn't a huge Beavis and Butthead fan, but so when they said they were bringing it back, I just kind of groaned.
Don't know who I am.
But it turned out actually to be really funny. I was really impressed. You know, oh damn! It won't let me destroy that destroyed statue.
Of course not. It's already destroyed. Why make it a ruin?
I thought I could piss off Magneto even more. I can't blame them. You know, if I was in charge at work, I'd probably have statues of me all around the place. It'd be great. I was saying that for years, you know, if I ever got in control, you know, there'd be big, you know, streamers with my face on them and all that, you know. Sort of like how you saw in Stalin Russia. Or should I say Stalin's Soviet Union?
You can't see it on camera, folks, but I'm like giving him the side eye, like, okay. Yeah, creepy night shift guy forever.
Because I'm a huge narcissist, you see. I totally want big statues of me all over the place.
All around the world, statues crumble. Oh, that's never mind. I just want to fly.
I hated Sugar Ray.
Oh,
Bring on the angry comments.
I'm sure most people don't care at this point.
Affirmative.
Probably not.
But, oh man, let's see, I remember the song Fly came out in the summer of 1990.
1990 terrible, I believe.
Let's see, it was the year I was I believe it was 95, 96, I want to say. Don't quote me on that. But I remember hearing the song a little bit in the beginning of that year, and then all of a sudden, over the summer, it just blew up. Like, you couldn't go an hour without hearing the song Fly.
I never saw the appeal. I never liked Sugar Ray. I can't think of one song that they did that I enjoyed.
See, the thing is, the only song I can remember from them is Fly.
They had
a few hits, I
others.
know, but the only
I can't remember any off the top of my head.
But just that one summer, it's just like, oh, all I can hear is frick.
It's around the same time where music was pretty awful anyways.
It was 97.
You had that shit cover of American Pie by Madonna. I think that was around that time, wasn't it?
That was a little later.
Was it?
Yeah.
Or Madonna was making her big, like, sad-ass attempt at a comeback?
Yeah, that was around the early aughts.
No, that wasn't the early aughts. I was in high school when that came out.
Really?
Yes.
I could have swore it was the early aughts.
I mean, way to totally date myself, but...
Oh, how many times have I dated myself on this show? Hey, the Blob.
Hey, buddy, how about a hand here?
I'm in the other room. I don't even know how we're talking.
I was trying to escape from prison when this bomb went off. I didn't have much choice. It was either hold this wall together or drown. So here I am. Hey, what are you laughing about? I don't have a weight problem. I'm just big boned.
Great.
But we ain't got time
Blob
for
is
chat.
totally the Cartman of the group.
Refuse the other bombs before
Screw you
they go
guys,
off.
I'm going home. Respect my authority.
Hold in there, Blob. I haven't finished exploring this area, so... You're just gonna have to sit tight is what I'm saying.
Yeah, because... Yeah, it had been... Fly came out around 97, because I remember going to Savannah on a Girl Scout trip, and that was in 97. But I could have swore there was a really bad cover around that time.
It was the 90s. There were tons of bad covers around that time.
Oh, I know the one I'm thinking of. It was American Woman by Lenny Kravitz.
Ah, jeez, that was fucking
That was
horrible.
awful. That was...
God, I almost forgot Lenny Kravitz existed till you mentioned it.
Sorry.
Thanks a lot.
Sorry.
He was the worst.
Ugh. I want to get away. Okay, I better stop while I'm ahead.
He was someone's son, wasn't he? I thought his like mom was like some famous actress from like a TV show or something.
I know his daughter Zoe Kravitz is an actress.
Oh, luckily all Brotherhood members have the security code.
Of course. Yay, more stuff.
P.S. If you don't have the security code, you can just teleport through with Nightcrawler or Deadpool.
Of course. Because there are always alternative ways to get stuff.
Not always. There's some stuff in this game where it's like, you better have this X-Men on you or you're fucked.
Oh, okay.
It's usually not vital stuff, though. It's usually just like...
CDs?
Yeah, bonus stuff. But the bonus stuff in this game is usually worth picking up, so...
Don't get me wrong, there was a lot of good music in the 90s, but there was also a lot of terrible stuff.
Hey, Kid Rock.
Yeah, toward the end of the 90s, yeah. Oh, there's one bomb.
Yeah, you had Kid Rock and you had Eminem and...
Yeah, Eminem was toward the end, I believe. Wait, no,
You had Marilyn Manson.
Oh, Marilyn Manson... He was an odd duck.
You know, I remember actually a time thinking Marilyn Manson was a talented artist. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Technically, I guess he was.
Keep this up.
I mean, he's more talented than I am. I'll say that much.
No, I remember being the 90s where everyone was frickin'... Either they were frickin' afraid of him or they worshipped him.
Yeah, I remember there's a lot of hype around him. And it was right around when Antichrist Superstar came out.
Thank you. I was trying to remember the name of the album, but all I could think of was Disposable Teens, and that's a song.
The funny thing is I remember at the time hearing about it all and thinking, God, I really have to listen to this Marilyn Manson guy.
Yeah, exactly.
And being severely disappointed. Because I thought the album sucked. I mean, don't get me wrong. Bring on the hate comments.
We feed on your hatred.
But no, I thought his, I don't know, I didn't like it. Oh, yeah, I can use Juggernaut to do this.
Sure, whatever.
Out of the way, Blob.
Thanks for saving me. But what are we doing working with the X-Men?
We're, shut up your mouth, that's what we're doing.
Well, we ain't gonna have much time to talk right now, 'cause we got company.
Fascinating. You take him out. Anyway, like I was saying, I remember one of my friends had the Antichrist Superstar album, and they loaned it to me, and I thought it was terrible. There was one or two good songs on it, but I didn't care for the rest. And,
yeah, the only two songs I know off the top of my head are Beautiful People and Disposable Teens.
Well, that's the thing, is like later on, I picked up one of his earlier albums. I think it was Portrait of an American Family. And really liked it. Actually, I thought it was way better.
Huh.
It was kind of funny because that was an earlier thing that he did. But,
stupid commercialism ruins everything.
I don't know if it was just that or what. His earlier stuff just, I don't know, it meshed with me a lot better than the other stuff.
Alright, more leveling up.
Which in retrospect is actually kind of embarrassing to say. Because I really do not like Marilyn Manson these days.
Yeah, I'm sort of indifferent to him.
I lost a lot of respect for him over the years, I'll put it that way.
Fair enough.
He's done some stuff that I thought was pretty fucking hypocritical, so.
Hi, Walkhead. Actually, you know what it looks more like instead of a walk? A hubcap. Like one of those truck hubcaps that it was flat and then you just smashed it over his head. And you poked a couple of eye holes in it.
And there's Pie Face.
Yeah, because I remember Marilyn Manson was, he's so bad. And then Korn was big around that time too.
You know, actually, I liked Korn.
Really?
Yeah, during the whole, like, Limp Bizkit and Korn thing, I hated Limp Bizkit, but I loved Korn for some reason. And I don't know why, because they don't hold up.
Yeah, that whole...
At least not in my opinion. I don't know. I bet they still have fans out there. I guarantee I still have friends that are like big fans of Korn.
It was just that era of rock music. It's just like... Another one was not really in the same vein, but kind of in this... Maybe a little bit in the same genre, was Linkin Park. There was a lot of... I wouldn't say a lot, but there was a few kids in my school who really liked Linkin Park.
Yeah. Linkin Park was...
Breaking the Habit was a decent song.
Linkin Park was a game changer, really, when it comes to music. They came in my opinion, just at the right time.
Oh, yeah.
To really make a huge name for themselves.
Yeah,
Alright, I hear a bad guy. Or they must have taken him out. Where'd that idiot Blob go?
I don't know.
Oh, who cares? Hey, you know what, though?
What's that?
Out of time.
Out of time and out of enemies. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Have a good day, everyone.
Yep. Bring on the hate. Bring on the angry comments.
We feed on your hatred.
Later, y'all.